All right, so you've already found all 4 of your citations for your Works Cited page, and you've made sure that they're the correct citations, and you've saved this document. I saved it as citations for research paper. Now we have to format this in MLA format. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove all of this additional spacing. And now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put these in alphabetical order. So I'm going to use the author's last name. This author is Nancy Trejos, so Trejos is what I'm using. This also has an author. Author's last name is Marino, DeRosa, and Allen. Now you don't have to bold these. I'm just doing this so that you can see them more easily. Now, if you don't have an author, you would go by the author, the article's title. This would be O. But we do have an author, so that makes our lives a lot easier. So I'm going to move Allen up first. So I'm going to you could copy and paste this. You can cut and paste it. If you're copying, just make sure that you delete the old version. I'm just going to grab it with my mouse, and I'm going to drag it. And you can drag by just holding the mouse key down. So I've got Allen first, DeRosa next, Marino, and then Trejos. Okay, so now I'm just going to make sure that I unbold these names. So now that these are in alphabetical order, I can actually start messing around with the format. So I'm going to highlight all of these. And just like we did for our front page of our research paper, we're going to make this Times New Roman, font size 12. And I'm also going to double space all of these. All right, so now it's a little bit harder to see where these citations end and then begin, but they're all only 2 lines long, so I kind of have a rough idea that this is the second line of this citation. This is the second line of this citation. And in MLA format, when you're formatting your Works Cited page, you want the second line to be indented. It's called a hanging indent, and I'll show you what that looks like. So normally with MLA format, when you're writing your paper, you'll indent the first line of your paragraph. But for the Works Cited page, you have these hanging indents for your citations. This tells me that this is all one citation. Now, if the citation went on to a third line, you would also indent the third line. So you indent any lines that come after the first line for the citation. So now this is my second citation. I'm going to indent here. Now, if you're on a Word document and this happens, you hit the Tab key and the whole thing moves over. You don't want that, because now it looks like this is all one citation. So instead, you need to make the computer recognize that this is on a separate line. So all that you have to do is you're going to hit the Shift-Enter key at the same time, just once. Now if you hit it twice, this will happen. And then all you have to do is backspace. There's no big deal with that. Then you're going to hit the space bar and then the Tab key. You're going to do it again here. Shift Enter, space bar, Tab key, and here. Shift Enter, space bar, Tab key. Now we're almost done. At the top of the page here, you need to write the words Works Cited. So I'm going to space this down one, click at the top, and I'm going to center my cursor, and I'm going to write the words Works Cited. Make sure that you're capitalizing the W, make sure you're capitalizing the C, make sure that you're spelling everything correctly. It's Works with an S because we have 4 works. And don't bold or underline this title. So all we have to do now is save. I've already saved this one, so I'm just clicking the Save button. And you're going to print this out and staple it to the end of your research paper. That's it.